What's up, everybody? It's Comics Addiction coming at you with another haul. Disappeared for a little bit, but with the holidays and madness and everything, just haven't had time to do a video. Been prepping for a couple things that we've been talking about in our live streams, if you guys have been checking us out. I have a con that's coming up this Sunday, and I cannot wait for that. I also, like I said, I have two kids. My 4-month-old, I have nothing to apologize for. I've been watching my 3-year-old grow right before my eyes. Have my second son, Logan, and he's growing up so fast. He's already 4 months old. He giggles, he does it all. So, I mean, those that are single or those that are older and their kids are bigger, I understand they have time to do videos. I don't have as much, so whenever I have time to do a video, I'll do a video, put out whatever I can. I just don't want to put out something that's just going to be kind of like crap. Like, let me just do this, hurry up, and blah, blah, blah. That's it. I don't want to do that. So there's a lot of books I've been picking up, just haven't been showing them. Focusing a lot on my grails. I went to a flea market and that was fun. And I want to talk about something about how I focused on buying certain books at cover price without arguing, or trying to not argue but bringing it down, just to get to the bigger books. And I'll go into detail about what I mean by that. So first of all, bam, got the Catwoman #7, mainly for its cover. That's it. I'm not really interested in reading what's going on there. That may sound kind of mean, rude. Supergirl #26. Looks like Artgerm is right back to doing videos for, art for that, for Supergirl. I think this cover is really, really underrated. It just kind of went right by everybody. You got Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen. You've got Spider-Man, the Iron Suit, I believe, because you see the big legs in the background. You see Gwenpool. It's just a bunch of the new characters that have kind of taken over. Old Man Logan. You got the new Thor where it's Foster, I believe. I'm blanking out her name. You got Miss Marvel. You got Captain Marvel, or Marvel, whatever. Nova, Ironheart, bunch of characters. Wasp, I almost forgot about her. Of course, I also picked up this one, where if you actually look, that's what the feature what now looks like, and this is what it used to look like, the primary characters, which is the OG X-Men, the OG suit for Iron Man, Fantastic Four, the Hulk, Thor, Spider-Man, Black Panther, Daredevil, Ant-Man. So I thought that was really cool. Batman 62, it's another book. I have yet to read this one right here. It's Young Justice #1. There's like, 8, 9 covers. I have no idea how many. And I thought, I don't know, something about that one just, I really like this cover. It's what being a teenager is, just listen to music, carefree, nothing to worry about. Detective Comics $9.95. That's just a sick cover. You got the Joker. You got Scarecrow. Scarecrow looks creepy as hell right there. Speaking of creepy, Batman Who Laughs #2. By the way, I'm going to show some back issues and I'll go into detail about those. The book that everybody went crazy for, and that is Harley Quinn #57. So, by the way, guys, since I'm focusing on buying some keys, I had an extra copy of Amazing Spider-Man 101. I was gonna sell it actually to community, but I decided to test the market. I don't know. I just feel a little weird selling to the community. I tried it once. Yeah, it was cool. But I just decided to sell on my eBay page. And it was really beat up. It's definitely a reader copy. Had a couple chipping right here. A cut right here. Chipping right here. And surprisingly sold for like $130 or $129, something like that. Middle West 2. Oh, that's actually number 3. This is number 2. My number 1 is somewhere in my box. This is actually one of my favorite stories, or as of right now, it's my favorite story. Everybody was kind of tripping, whether they were wondering whether it was all in his imagination. Issue number 3 was really cool because the fox, he doesn't want to cross a bridge. And he's like, it's just a bridge. He's like, I'm not afraid of the bridge. I'm afraid of what usually is inside of that. On the bridge. And spoiler alert, if you guys want to forward a couple, maybe 10-20 seconds, this is actually the dad. Turns out it was not a nightmare. The dad is some freaking monster and he's alive, and now he's gonna go look for his son. Not quite in revenge. It seemed like he was sorry for what he said, but we'll see where that goes. Another story that I've been reading that's pretty cool. It's Jason Aaron's Conan the Barbarian. Gory as hell. I have not been reading the story in the back. It's like its own separate story, or maybe about his journey. And let me know if that's good, guys. I'll probably read the whole thing once I collect all whatever 5-6 issues that it's gonna be. Definitely good. It's just detailing the backstory of all the crazy things he's done, but it's focusing more about his death. So far it seems like they're gonna kill him. Let's see if he stays dead. One thing that kind of bugged me, and that's my comic shop. They're usually really cool, they're really cool. The only thing that bugs me is when I went to pick up my Amazing Spider-Man number 12, the variant, because that Galactus cover looks epic, they actually charged me, not cover price, but $8. And I don't know how I felt about that. I was not as happy as well, nobody should be happy about that. I hit up a different shop, and actually no, this is still from there. That's the Amazing Spider-Man 141. That's a really cool cover. Mysterio is back, and this time he's not alone. You see the sticker price there? That's not what I paid. I do haggle when I buy a bunch of books all together. I'm not sure if this is the sun fading or the actual color fading for whatever reason. I found this book right here for $1. Thought it looked pretty cool. It's a Brubaker story. I found this for 50 cents. Can't go wrong, some early Alex Ross. And yeah, I like it. I realized that this is kind of like the newer Captain America and the OG Captain America. I don't know what's up with if I'm not mistaken, that should be Namor. Why are his eyebrows so detailed? He looks like a chola. For those of you that don't know what a chola is, just look 90s chola. That's where George Lopez used to make fun of girls that say they just get a Sharpie and today I'm happy, today I'm mad. I thought this cover was pretty cool. It's a Django and Zorro. I guess they came together or met up at some point in comics, and just the colors are really cool. I found an X-Men 217. I found another Alex Ross cover. It's a Justice Society America. I think it's Alex Ross. I found a darker image that actually is supposed to. I need to change this bagging board. It is just ugly. It's a couple of first appearances. I've got a Jim Lee Wildcats #1. It's a Jim Lee. I was not gonna let it go 50 cents. I'll check it out. Gotham City Sirens. I actually found this at the flea market. It was really cheap, really cool. Said why not? Usually at the shops they want like $10 for each of the Gotham City Sirens covers. I found this book right here. I don't know what the heck is going on with that claw. Look at the size of that claw and his foot. He should really go to the hospital. I don't think that's normal. It's a Marvel Team Up number 25. No, number 117. I actually collected a couple of Batman Adventures. It's really cool. See, number 38. These are gonna be all over the place probably. Number 9, Batman and Robin Adventures. I found an Ultimate Spider-Man, but the only reason I got it was because of the Venom cover. I've actually heard many times that this is a really good story or good run. I found a Lobo number 2. It was not $2.50. These are always, for whatever reason, they're $10 at shops, but I found it for $1 at a flea market. It was DC versus Marvel. Who the heck is this supposed to be? I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a couple characters I don't recognize here. Is that supposed to be Beast Boy? He looks weird. The Incredible Hulk. I just like yellow covers. I've come to realize that I think they're really cool, especially when the Hulk stands out like that. Right here, you got the purples, you got the blue of Captain America, the reds, just yellow cover. One of my favorite flea market finds was this right here. Disney Comic Hits, Toy Story. I mean, this is my childhood right here. Toy Story. I showed it to my son and he was trying to grab it, but he's only 3, so I was like, no, I'll read it to you, buddy. And actually, he was feeling really under the weather, so that really sucked. Especially when your kids get sick, there's not much you could do. Only comfort them. When you get sick, you're like, whatever, it is what it is. Even if it's like a stomach flu or whatever. But yeah, I thought of my son because he's a big fan of Toy Story 3, and now he likes all of them. Yes, he's a he's actually a Buzz Lightyear fan. And yeah, this is one of my favorite books right here that I found. At the flea market, I also found this bad boy. It's a Batmobile from the animated series. That's really cool. Once again, at the comic book shop, I found this right here, number 144. I actually had a copy, but it is not as clean as this one. It is a return of Gwen Stacy. Or I believe it's the clone. You got a 169. It says, Peter Parker, I know you're Spider-Man, and I have the photos to prove it. He's missing a cigar. I found 109. It's a really, really awesome cover once again. Comes to yellow. This blows up. I found this right here. The only reason I got it was 2 reasons. Toys R Us. Just my son till this day, I still ask for Toys R Us. I tell him, if you don't behave, you're not going to Toys R Us. Okay. And then sadly he'll never get to see Toys R Us again. Who knows? Maybe they'll save it. I was trying to open a page only to realize that the page was stuck, and I accidentally just yanked it and it just tore it off. But it's for reading purposes, which is fine. One thing I really do like about these is this right here. The whole little pinups. That's cool. I like that. Comic books for sale. Amazing Spider-Man. Or Avengers. Frankenstein #1, $150. Defenders #1, $18. That was the one that they thought was going to be the big book. The expensive one. Actually, yeah. Because Luke Cage #1 was $6. I hate seeing that. Just because it's kind of a reminder of, oh, well, that sucks. I didn't get it for $6. Who knew, right? That book's gonna be that expensive. And plus, I was only like 2 years old back then. I got a Sergeant Rock. It's just madness. What's going on in his face? So I was gonna talk about this real quick. These books I found at a comic book shop. I've been visiting this guy. Like I said, this is his own personal collection. These books are just pretty. I know there's no key issues. There's just filler runs, and that's fine. I've been visiting him a couple times, and every time he sees me, he's like, "Hey, I remember you," and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, I told you I would come every week, buy a couple, even if it's only 2-3 issues." And so, I believe this is not the first appearance of Alpha Flight. It's another one. And, I can't remember which one it is. Might be this one. Or this one. Or X Factor. So I was talking to him. Really cool guy. He was talking about how he had breakfast with Jack Kirby back in the days, and he's a Jack Kirby fan. He loves Stan Lee, but he's a Jack Kirby till death. And I told him that I plan to purchase slowly from him, and he was like, "Yeah, it's cool." And he noticed that I was being serious. He's been seeing me come every week for the last 2 months, and said, "Hey, do you want to look at my full personal collection? I still have a lot of Golden Age, Silver Age, and Bronze Age. All I need is just for you to make an appointment with me, and we'll go from there. I'll bust out all my boxes, and you could take your sweet time on all of them. It has to be on a Sunday." And I was like, perfect, that's my day off. I'm gonna meet up with him in 3 weeks, and I cannot wait to just see everything that he has. He said if I purchase a lot, that he'll give me a really good discount. So can't wait. This is when paying $3 on a dollar. Is it $1? Yeah, you can find a dollar book, but you're not gonna find it from a personal collection, especially something this pretty. I found Marvel Tales, starring Spider-Man. The one really cool thing about this right here, besides the cover, is that if you look inside the pages, they go really into detail about what his spider web does, how it happened that he became Spider-Man, his spidey senses, everything. And there's a pinup. So that's really cool. I found a couple of older Looney Tunes books. And that's this right here. Actually, I had to use the Golden Age bag. Well, that annoys my fear of the book. Just so brittle, and you gotta be gentle with these. One of my favorite characters from back in days, and just this cover itself looks awesome. It's a little beat up here, but it overall presents really well. It's a Woody Woodpecker. I'm not even gonna try to do the. Yeah, I'm not gonna try. Another Woody Woodpecker, And the last two books that I'm going to show, because I have gone for far too long. They announced they're making a movie with this main character in it. And I found this. This book is Beat to the Ground. And that is Marvel Comics Group, The Master of Kung Fu. Actually, I wouldn't even say that it's completely destroyed. It's actually, the colors are really nice right here. The problem is, right here it has a bit of a beading. The real problem is this. But if I'm not, I paid about $2.50 or $3, something like that. I'm not gonna dump this for $2.50 or $3. The story inside is complete. I want to read the story. I want to check it out. I'm not gonna pay $100 and something. One thing I've learned is that if there is a valuable book that I don't care as much about, but if I do find it for $1 or $2, I'll pick it up. I'll take it all day. But I will not go out of my way to looking it up on eBay and be like, oh, I gotta purchase this. It's at $100. It's still a decent deal now. If it's not something I don't want, then I'll let it be. Speaking of eBay, I found a book. I purchased this right before the trailer came out. For whatever reason, I've been getting lucky on that. And I got it for $15. It's pretty good cover. I mean, overall, except for the rest, the staples are a bit rusted. And that's Amazing Spider-Man number 66. But if you look it up now, they want like $80 for this book, and I just don't want to pay that right now. You guys saw my want list, and I'm not gonna get away from that want list. There's this. It's not a tear, but it's a hardcore bend that just breaks color completely. It's a Ramita cover. It's a great one. And at least we got to see a trailer. It looks solid. I was not the biggest fan of the last movie. Thought it was okay. I mean, it wasn't terrible, but hopefully this second one was going to be good. And yeah, I'm excited for that. Found some pretty cool books. Best of all, I know you guys probably think I'm crazy, but I got to see this as a kid, and it's really special to me. So yeah, I have a couple more books that I got, but I don't want to run this too long, so I'll definitely break into another video. And I'll also I'm gonna need a lot of help from you guys. I'm going to talk about something that happened at a flea market that I found. I didn't pull the trigger because I'm not sure if I should I not. But that'll be on the next video, guys. So until next time, be safe and keep on collecting.